Hey, it's the Chief Bonding with Board Games and RPGs, and today we're looking at an expansion book for Mutant Year Zero. This is called Ad Astra, and it moves you into space. So real quick, let me show you front and back cover. It's a slimmer book. I'm going to show you the other ones in comparison in a second. I like this purple cover, the space. You can see, let me bring in the main book. You can see it's just a little bit slimmer, but we can see the back. You've got the clear spaceship that maybe has a little anti-gravity hub here, some information. Let me come back to the front. And before we dive in, so the base game Mutant Year Zero. Now, I haven't played yet, but I like post-apocalyptic. Now, this really takes it gonzo. You've got like mosquito wings on the back of this guy. So mutants are coming out of this. And it gets wild, and it gets wild fast. Things are on the brink. Humanity's on the verge of a complete, well, heck, I think it's there, a different species. But you're working out of your haven, your safe base, and you're adventuring out. And the Mutant Year Zero system, the dice system alone, which is skills and attributes, give you a number, and that number is how many six-sided dice you're going to roll. Not always six-sided dice, but in this one, yes. And then you're just looking for sixes. But I'm going to say this system's extremely well supported. Now, maybe I mean they're putting out a lot of product that allows you to adventure through the space in any way you want, because you have the base game, but then you have Gen Lab Alpha. Gen Lab Alpha is a whole separate set of scenarios that allow you to play as these, think Rocket from Guardians of the Galaxies. You're these animals that are now people-like, and you've been experimented on, and you're going to break out and maybe even end up running into other people's havens and mutants and different things of that nature. So we've covered this already. We've got Elysium, which is you're down in this deep underground bunker, which is like a giant city in and of itself. I love the callback to Die Hard here. I'm sure that's what that is. So you have this high-tech group of people that are in their own underground enclave, but it's very kind of strict and authoritarian, and maybe they get out and they now have some really high-tech fancy stuff. And in the weird place that's going on, you would think this would be the place to live, unless it's all like fascist authoritarian. I haven't played this either, but you can see it's supported. Then they came up with Ad Astra, which we're going to look at. There's also a space one, but it was out of print, or space one, a robot one. Mega something, where your AI robots are sentient and moving around. But again, we're going to look at Ad Astra. So my point in showing all that was just that there is a tremendous play space to be had in Mutant Year Zero. So you can see the apocalyptic throwback, Free League's logo, love it. Again, very clean, extravagant use of space in regards to their chapters. So you can see the artwork, you can see how, what page you're turning to, and you can see the general contents of what you'll be needing to find or explore. Again, the artwork follows the same kind of template, clearly the same artist, beautiful, evocative. I don't know if I'm going to end up in space. Really, the Mutant Year Zero thing that really grabs me is that very first book. But then I kind of like the whole Rocket Raccoon thing. So, and they talk about play it serious, but it's still funny. And I love the underground base. Then I want to be one of the robots. This is a world I want to explore. It can go anywhere. It can be as wild and crazy as you want it to be. So I am a big fan of what Free League's doing. They have not steered away from the bizarre with this system at all. Yet it's supported with all these nice, tight, graphical, here's how you're surviving in this area. Here's what's going on. Here's the backstory. I don't know. You can just see their creative side hence giving me the ability to be wildly creative at my house or with my group. I will probably end up soloing this when I get a chance. I may have to wait until I retire to do so because I'm loving everything they put out. Twilight 2000, The Walking Dead, Blade Runner. But again, you can see we have shades of the other books that I've already shown you in play here, which is why I didn't want to go, or I did want to show you those other books. So again, GenLab Alpha is somehow involved. This breakdown of this space station. So I'm not going to go through tons of detail on this. I'm going to flip through. You can see you've got a robot helping you with some kind of agricultural lab. You've got plenty of spaces to explore. This definitely looks like a ship that you can transit around. You've got odd mutants, which again is just weird. But it's all part of this constructed world they've created. I want to throw something out here. I think Free League, if they could partner with somebody that can make an animated show using their artist and their color palette style, boy, I think they could create a series that would be unbelievably fun to watch. I think they've got a heck of a property here. It's already served as their basis for their dice system. I could just see this being used in a visual creative format. That would be fun to watch. Get good writers. You've already got a great artist. I know animation's expensive. So, but I'm not going to go page by page. I have been now. Let me flip through and find. So we've got the asteroid belt. Again, wonderful art. I'm going to flip chapter by chapter, and this is really just me exposing it to you. I already told you I haven't played in this system yet, but oh man, do I want to. So let's go chapter by chapter. So Mars, apparently maybe Elon got us there. Oh, he's going to get us there. I can feel it. But let's go to chapter 6. The Eye of Odin on Jupiter. Chapter on new rules, so you're talking about movement in space. A brand new role of pilot, obviously working weightless. We'll go a few more pages here. I didn't want to spoil too much with some of the other subplots. New talents, all right, and that is interesting. So part robot, part human animal, and of course, I don't know, I think rabbits have more than just a pair, but who knows what's been going on? Who knows? And I'm no rabbit expert. Wow, beautiful space combat. So you can just see it is taking you in a very gonzo way into space. Getting into some gear. The solar system. Wow, Mercury, Venus, like Earth's orbit. The asteroid belt, Saturn and Titan, and then the index, and we're back to the page. And I don't know, I wish we would add some ships or something in here, maybe something more to look at, but either way, awesome. I love how these continue to sprinkle out, because I think sooner or later one of them is going to catch somebody's attention and say, you know what, I've always wanted to play, and I can't say it. Anthropomorphic, I think I nailed it, animals, okay? Or, hey, I always wanted to be in this confined city. The uniforms that they have in here are almost like, you know, fascistic. See if I can show something, but you got these throwbacks, but it feels like you're in like Prussia or something. So very cool and future tech. And then you can always roll back to, I mean, just look at the dirt and the grunge, and then the mutant changing thing and weapons that are being cobbled together. And boy, have they created a beautiful play space. But Mutant Year Zero Ad Astra. Check it out.